Sound nutrition principles in culinary and dieting is our forte. Our mission is to guide your dietary habits to that place that ensure benefits, because your health is our passion. Welcome to Diet Africa. Today's episode is dedicated to 40% of the world's population that are suffering from iron deficiency, according to the World Health Organization. Iron is such an important mineral. It is essential in the formation of red blood cells, which support the transportation of oxygen to the organs and the entire body. A deficiency in iron can result to a common blood disorder known as anemia. Anemia is a situation where your red blood cells count are so low your body is unable to transport oxygen effectively. In order to avoid a possible iron deficiency or anemia, we need to consume generous varieties of iron-rich foods regularly. Symptoms of anemia include dizziness, fatigue, weakness, shortness of breath, and so many others. Today I'm going to share with you some iron-rich foods that are affordable and definitely accessible, and most importantly, how to make non-heme iron more absorbable. Diet Africa, your health, our passion. Diet Africa, we give you many options of culinary skills, longevity and good health. I said I was going to share with you some foods that are rich in iron, and here are the foods. We have lentils, we have zobo, which is hibiscus, we've got oats, we've got something the oats are standing on. We're going to share that with you a bit later. We've got green leafy veggies, we've got lemongrass, we've got acha, which is fonio, we've also got sesame, we've got cashew nuts, we've got debino, we've got this as well is a meat alternative, super rich in iron. We've got strawberries, granite, mangoes, watermelon is also rich in iron. Now this is an episode dedicated to iron, but we also have other foods. You can see foods that are rich in vitamin C are also here. This is because there are two types of iron. One is heme iron and the other is non-heme iron. Heme iron is gotten from animal food sources, while non-heme iron is gotten from plant-based food sources. Now, the one from the animal food sources doesn't have a problem to absorb at all, but this one from the plant-based usually needs a little bit of help to be more absorbable. First, the reason for all the amazing vitamin C rich foods that we have here. Alright, so we're going to start the first recipe. This first recipe we're going to use acha. It's also called fonio. So we're going to use acha to make an amazing porridge, and just watch how beautiful this is going to turn out, because we're going all the way to make it really absorbable and tasty as well. So let's go do that. So the acha has already been boiled. So it's going to be really quick. Is to add some soy milk in the pan. So I'm just using my soy milk, and straight away put about 6 ounces of acha, because it's just one serving we're making. So I don't even want to wait for it to boil or anything like that. I'm just going to add the acha in and just, you know, make it nice, and yeah, you know, stir until, just break it apart and until it's ready. I was waiting for it to just simmer a bit, and I think that is done now. So the acha is ready, and I'm going to
Now make it more absorbable by incorporating some vitamin C rich foods with the rich and delicious acha. Very high in iron content. It's an amazing food. I think you should try it for sure. Alright, so we're good to go. The acha is okay. Flavor it up with some cinnamon, and I'm going to add the homemade raisin syrup that I made. Homemade raisins, I actually made this a bit earlier, for it takes a while to make it, so yep. This is what I'm talking about. All flavored, all sweetened, is ready to serve. So let's go and serve the cereal. Alright, so we're going to serve now. Going to sprinkle some date syrup. Date is also very rich in iron. And finally, I'm going to sprinkle some lemon, and that's it. Okay, so we're going to move to the next recipe, which is much easier, but definitely rich in iron. So let's go do it. So this is our second recipe. We're going to make actually two things. We're going to make a salad, a fruit salad, and also we're going to make a smoothie, all of which are going to be definitely rich in iron. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to chop the mangoes, and of course this, and crack this one open and use the water for our smoothie. And the lemongrass is going to go in our smoothie, and also we're going to put in some parsley a bit later. So let's start with this. I'm just going to peel this because the outer part is a bit hard. So you don't want to chew on that in smoothie, but I might leave it in the fruit salad though, so that's what we're doing. Chop off the strawberries as well, just to make it easy for blending. Alright, so I just discovered I have beetroot around, so I changed my game plan from parsley to beetroot. Parsley is equally rich in iron, but beetroot is much more rich in iron than parsley. So since this is recipes for iron-rich recipes, I think it's best I use the beetroot. So I'm just going to use a little bit of it. I'm not going to use much. I think I'm just going to use this part. Just take off some. Alright, so I'm just going to try to chop this as finely as possible so that it blends nicely with what I'm going to use it with. Initially, I wanted to do something else. I wanted to not include beetroot, then I realized I have beetroot, so I decided to include it. I changed my mind about parsley, then I changed my mind again, I want to use it. So that's the beauty of not following a recipe. You can always incorporate different things in your recipe. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some beetroot in the blender. I'm going to use all of it. Okie dokie. Then I'm going to put a little bit of lemongrass. I don't want it too much. Okay. And I'm going to put some parsley as well. It's all about the iron, remember. If it's rich in iron, throw it in there. We've got to kick that deficiency thing out. Yeah, so. Okay, I think this is okay as well. Yep, and we're gonna add the good stuff, the mangoes and the strawberries. Strawberries are rich in iron as well. They've got some iron thing going about them. So this is coconut water poured in there. I'm gonna blend now. Alright, so this is the mixture. I'm just done blending, so this is lovely. This is nice, seriously. It's not too sweet, it's not too tangy, it's not too heavy, it's just perfect. It's really nice. Amazing. So let's now move on to the next recipe. That's going to be a nice one as well, I promise. This is our second smoothie recipe, still rich in iron. At first you might not think so, but just wait and see what will happen. So we're taking the pineapple. They're rich in vitamin C. Mangoes have got some iron going. So I'm going to add some water. And it's time to blend. Whoa. So I'm going to put some of this. through some nuts, especially the cashew nuts, because cashews are super rich in iron. So that's our second iron-rich smoothie. This is it. It looks good. If I have to say so myself, this is the bomb. You know, so I put the nuts on it because the nuts are rich in iron. Mangoes are rich in iron as well, but pineapple isn't rich in iron, so I wanted things to complement, you know, the whole smoothie. The strawberries are rich in iron, and the rest of the ingredients, the fruits, are rich in vitamin C. So this is a non-heme iron powerhouse. It's all going to be so absorbable. I can't wait. Looks good. Alright, so let's move to the next recipe. I'm getting confused. This is so good. This is good. Alright. See ya.
Africa, your health, our passion. Diet Africa.